Hi and welcome to this tutorial in 3ds Max 2010, and today we're going to produce a tube and we're going to bend the tube. So first thing we need to do is to make sure our create directory is up. Select tube and left click and drag the mouse across. Let go, move it back so we get a thickness of the tube, and then click again with the left button and just drag it upwards. Then left click again. Now we're just going to change a few parameters in the dialog box on your right. So if you click in there and change the radius 1 to 20, which is the outside diameter, and the radius 2 to 18, which is inside diameter, and the height we're going to make 250. Right, so that's all done. Press Z. And as you can see, we've produced a tube, and if you just rotate that round, you can see, look through it, yep, that's the tube made. Now we need to bend the tube, so next thing we need to do is to go into the modify and the modifier list, and then scroll down till you get to bend. Now you can see from the angle on this parameters box, if we hold down any of the keys in the spinner, you can see it bending, and we can bend it either way, up or down. But the thing is, we do know the actual dimensions we want to bend it, so, and it needs to be on that ground plane. So we click there and then put in 180. That'll get it perfectly down to that point. Right, so there's our tube which is bent. We can rotate it round. We can have a look underneath, see it's a tube. But it looks a bit, in some ways, like it's been fabricated. So what we need to do is press F4. Then you can see the segments on there is probably not quite enough. So if we go to the tube, click on the tube up the top, then we can adjust the parameters there. And I think if you see, look at the height segments, we can increase this so it smoothens out. Now obviously the more you increase those segments, the longer it takes to render. So obviously you want to keep it, say, no more probably than required. I mean, they're still straight lines, but you can't do a lot about that if you haven't got really high powered computer to do rendering. So let's press F4 to get rid of the segments. Now we can see from there the tube's nicely rendered, and if we rotate it, we look underneath, and that's it. That's the end of this tutorial on how to bend a tube. Thank you for your time.